Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Elizabeth, so if you haven't... Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Elizabeth and today we have a very special guest. His name is Dan.
Hello.
So it's the first time we're doing a video together and this video is quite unlike any others that I've done. Just to give you guys a little bit of a background. So this video is going to be bouldering related. On my end, I started bouldering after circuit breaker. So I think it was in July. August? Yeah, so it's been around almost 2 months for me now. And then you want to share how long?
I've been bouldering since around March or April, but I took a break during the lockdown, so that was about a 2 months break. So in total, I've probably been bouldering about 6 months, plus minus, about that. Yeah.
Including circuit breaker.
So including circuit breaker is another 2 months, but I barely did any training during circuit breaker, although I should have.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay, so anyway, that's just a little bit of our background in bouldering. So as you probably know, we are no experts, but we thought it would be fun to just review a few of our bouldering videos and just comment on it as we watch it. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, more context, right? So all these videos were taken at BFF Climbing. So I'm going to link them in the description box below. You can find that address. They're near King Albert Park. So yeah, anyway, what I'll be showing you guys are level 6. So at BFF, they go from level 1 to what, 13?
11 or 12.
11 or 12. So currently I'm at level 6. Level 6 is a V2, I think. Yeah, so I'll be showing you guys a few of my level 6 V2 clips. And we're gonna start off with this green one, level 6. Okay, let's go.
Try again. Just go back and do. Let's go. Try again.
Try again.
So this one starts a little bit coordinating. You have to step on your left leg and grapple up onto your right hand. Yep, without swinging across. It's quite a nice hold on the right hand, I guess. But you have to get the timing right. So it's just keep doing it until you get it. And once you get it, it's quite hard to lose it also, and then you'll just be wondering why it took so long to get it. But yeah, so it's quite deceiving actually. The first part people will think is the hardest part, but I think it's the later on portion which many people actually fall unexpectedly. Or yeah.
Yeah, you look at me now. So, if you look at my right foot. Now I look at it, I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
Right leg shoot in front.
Okay, wait. I just want to say, right, you know when they are taking a video, they're always like, just go, just shoot for it. But in the end, right, I feel like I'm speaking for a lot of beginners lah. Like, you know, it looks very easy when you see someone else doing it. Like, you know, when I saw a few people, they were warming up with this number 6, right? They just like, they don't even need to jump to go for it, but they just like shoot up and then they just got hold and then they just like climb, like so easy. But when I did it right, I find it very hard to even like grab it. So I think for a beginner, I don't know, it always looks very easy, but it's actually really, really hard. And okay, wait, I continue to watch first. I feel like I keep trying.
That's cheating.
Yeah, so I think one issue for girl beginners especially is a lot of times they are really afraid to commit. Whereas guy beginners sometimes overcommit, especially if they are like on the stronger side, but like have never been bouldering. So if you're a girl, sometimes you just gotta remember that a lot of things are within your reach. You got it, yeah.
I got it. But so some context also, right? For this route, right, I tried for 3 weeks, okay? 3 freaking weeks. And then if you look at me now, okay, so when you try to step your left foot over to your right, like on the same step, right, it's called like matching. I only got to know about this term, I think a month back ago. Yeah, so I like couldn't even, like you had to match and then your hand had to have strength to like hold on. So this was actually, I think, my 2nd week trying. And then it's going back all over again, like trying to get the same timing.
Yeah.
Then you see here, now I feel like I cannot even I cannot even touch it with my right hand. Yeah, it was very frustrating actually.
Oh, yeah, I'm showing you the beta, I think.
Yeah, and then now we have Dan just showing us how easy it is. So annoying, ah. Then, left, okay. And then you see his left leg, right? His left leg is not like idling, yeah. It's always like tensed. And you see his right leg is just like nicely on the volume. But I don't know if you remember, my right leg was just like dangling. Yeah. So I just continued trying. I kept trying, yeah. Wow, I was so annoyed. I don't remember whether it was this week, but I got so frustrated that I think I like almost had like tears of frustration. Was it this week? I think it was this week.
Not sure. Might have been this week.
Yeah, I think so.
Just go, just let go.
Yeah, I think one thing that's important to remind yourself, especially once you reach like slightly better than beginner level, is you oftentimes will get frustrated like at boulder problems that you in your head you know that you can do it, but somehow it's just sometimes you just can't perform on the day itself. And so what's important, I guess, when you're bouldering a lot of times is you just need to remind yourself that you're just here to have fun and you're here to enjoy yourself. And if you're really not enjoying yourself, then you're kind of like wasting your time, because we're not training for a competition and we're not training to like be a Singapore champion or anything. So honestly, like, this is a weekly exercise that we do. Just for me at least, it's really just a weekly exercise to stay fit. And I rather enjoy myself. Of course, there will be times where you get off the wall and you're frustrated, but there's the time where you really just need to remind yourself that I'm just here for fun. I should push myself, but it's important to have fun.
Yeah, this was actually my third week trying.
See the different shirts.
Yeah, okay, my third week, so I feel I look a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
You look quite strong here.
You know, I was actually very sure that I was going to get this route. In my head, I can envision myself like topping it, you know.
Arm relax, hand hold tight. Match your feet.
Oh.
Okay, you see, I see. And then you see my right leg just dangle. Okay, I gotta try the point.
I was behind the camera shouting at her to tense.
Yeah. But the thing is, you're locked in that position, right? And then you go for last. It's always the last one. Honestly, it's always the last one. Help lah.
Yeah.
And I think to build on Dan's point of having fun, right? Yeah, I think because when I was comparing myself a lot to a lot of the pro climbers there, and I think there were quite a few national climbers, and I just felt it was a very different feeling compared to when I was playing frisbee, because at least when I was playing frisbee, I kind of knew what I was doing, right? So this is just having to relearn a lot of stuff. But I think over the past month or so, I've kind of like learned to enjoy the process. And I think when I start to enjoy the process, right, I kind of see more tangible improvements also. So I think that's been good. Yeah. Oh, I don't know when I tried so many times. I'm a very persistent girl. You see. Where's your hands? You say until so easy. He always say until very easy. Just match only, just match. Just go. Then I'm like, no, cannot. Okay, you see my right leg. You see my right leg again. I'm gonna drop already. I know I'm gonna drop already. You see? I knew it. Okay. I think we should see the next one.
Okay.
So anyway, conclusion is, right, I didn't get this one lah, so nothing much to see anymore. Okay, next time we're gonna see Dan's one.
Hey, I think there's some beauty also in bouldering, like not being able to finish a project, and then the climbing gym will reset the walls like every couple of weeks. So like, especially when you have a project and they reset the wall even before like you finish, and then you're like at the last move. And I think there's a lesson there to be learned about sometimes just not holding on to things too tightly, as in you don't get it means you don't get it, and I guess you move on, because now if you look back, I'm sure you can top this boulder easily, but at that point your view is very myopic in the sense that I just want to do this, but and you forget that there's a bigger picture also as well.
Okay, let's move on. Next we're gonna look at Dan's. Then can you like tell them more about your progress? And so now you're doing
So now I'm currently mostly climbing level 9s, which are V5s. This boulder was right after, it was the same day that actually I got my first V5. So I was pretty psyched about that. And this boulder it looked quite technical in a sense and not very much like strength based. So I thought maybe I stood a chance because strength is not really my strongest suit. I'm a relatively smaller person, smaller build, so I typically don't fare well in like the big dynos where the big moves. Yeah, so usually I do better in these kind of small weight shifting, body tensioning moves. Yeah.
Okay, let's watch it.
Yeah, so it's a pretty tricky start, and it's a very far reach to the right. I'm barely holding on to my fingertips. You can see. Yeah. Right here, I'm not sure what to do with my right foot. This is the first time I'm on this boulder, so I'm trying to explore different ways of tensioning my feet and seeing what gives me a stable position. And yeah, I just dropped in the end. I try to just go for it instead because I was pretty tired up there already. Yeah, and I think it was around this point I realized that there's a small pocket, not really a pocket, there's a small position in which like your hands can finally get some leverage. Yeah, so that's how I managed to get this top, which was my second V5.
You know, actually, right, this one, I didn't even take much notice when you were doing it because I was like, yeah, so big, should be quite easy. Then I saw everyone like stretching across, because you know,
Yeah.
I don't think we are like short people. Okay, we are not. Okay, no offense to short people. I don't think we are like short people. So we are at least like 1.7, right? 1.7 meters. So I think when we expand and we try to reach, right, I think it's quite a significant distance lah. So for us to not even be able to reach both ends, right, I think it's really quite far lor. Yeah. You want to see another one of your nines?
Yeah, you can go and look at my first 9.
Okay.
So this is a green 9, which is very crimpy. So it's very crimpy and pinchy. So the certain moves, you really just on like your fingertips, and then other moves is really just trying to pinch it as hard as you can. And also you need to have a good management of your body weight and how you push your different limbs across and tension them. Yeah.
Oh my god, that was quite scary.
The last move is actually quite tricky also. Like you fight all the way to get up there, and then
The last move not nice, right?
it's okay, but like to get your other hand on it, you will swing across if you don't do a toe hook or
So what do you
heel
call
hook.
it when someone swings across?
You call it a bundle. So if your body swings across, you look like a door, which is like a bundle.
Yeah. Hey, did you get it in the end?
Yeah, I got it.
But you,
And you can see my right leg going for the toe hook, and I matched it.
and then you were like,
Yes.
yeah. That was tough. Okay, now let's take a look at mine. So this is a 6. Blue 6. So I thought the beginning was a little bit iffy already because I wasn't used to having like one leg on the other wall. And I think I also don't know how long my leg can actually reach to. So if you see from the very beginning, right, the way I was trying to start is like, okay, you see my right hand trying to go for it. But later on I actually realized that there's actually an easier way lah. So I think that's something that also comes with experience. Like when I watch Dan and Dasha's climb, I get to learn a different way of climbing because sometimes they're like the next move might seem very intuitive, right? Like you just go for it, but then there's sometimes an easier way lah. So I think it always helps to climb with friends. And yeah, I just kept trying. Yeah, you see, I just kept trying to go for my right hand. And this one I got lucky and I got it. But the starting was so tiring. And I think it didn't have to be that tiring, you know? Okay, so you see both my feet trying to squeeze together.
Small one.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I made it out.
Actually, match.
I think this is okay. So this is when I had to actually match my feet. Like my left leg should actually be on my right leg, where my right leg is.
The further one, right? The small one there, right?
Yeah. So actually for I think was it 2 weeks? Yeah, for 2 weeks I think I tried this. I got this on the second week. So for 2 weeks I was struggling to match my legs here. Yeah. Then actually Dan was very helpful because we came home and then we took a look at all these videos, and then he told me that I just had to lean right a little bit more. So I what?
So at this position, like if you are in one straight line down, then all your weight is going through your dead foot. Especially since the handholds are not like it's a Gaston position, which is not not really leveraging much weight off your feet. So in order to match your feet, if you have all your weight on the same foot, it's almost impossible to get your foot swapped in a sense. So we looked through the video and I realized, so she's in a very straight position. I told her maybe you can try to lean more to your right, which will ease, like you put more weight on your right hand, so your right leg is less, well, in a sense there's less weight on your right leg and it's easier to match your feet and swap it off. So on the first try on the next week, which is the next clip.
Okay, so because I actually did I manage to clear the previous week?
That was the first try also.
I managed to clear it on my first try, like on the second week. Then I was like, don't need to take a video lah, I think cannot. But in the end I topped it. So we had to make it up with another video. I had to do it again. So okay, let's try. Let's see. This is Dan trying out his videography skills. So you see, left hand so much easier. Oh my god, dumb shit for trying to do the right hand. And then you kept telling me, correct, just go.
I don't know. Might have been my wrong advice.
But when he did it, it looked very easy lah. So okay, so you see. So this was really like, wow, quite hard.
And then you shift your body to the right, you can see her knees bending to the right.
Then the matching became significantly easier. I don't know, I feel like I'm damn heavy, or it's like my feet too big. Sometimes I really question myself. Like you can see the small little blue thing, right? It doesn't look that small, but it's actually freaking small. Then after that, this is where it gets easier lah. And one thing I don't like is those boulders that looks very shiny, like this blue one. So half of it is actually like, what's that called? Rough.
Dual texture, it's a dual texture.
So you're only supposed to step on the part where it's actually rougher.
Texture,
Then the shiny part is where you're supposed to avoid. I freaking hate it because I always can imagine myself just sleeping on the shiny surfaces. But it hasn't happened yet. But I'm just saying it so I understand how total beginners feel because
Nice.
Yay.
And I think the last clip is this week actually.
Was it this week?
Yeah, both are from this week. So moving on to this week, we finally cleared some 7s, which are V3s.
V3, So this is my first ever 7.
Yeah, the purple 7.
And I saw a lady doing it, and she made it look so easy, right? So I was like, doable lah.
It can't be that hard.
It can't be that hard. And then I tried to do it myself. I was like, just shift your weight only, very easy one. And then you see my left hand here, right? The block looks so big, but it's actually very hard to grab onto it. So
we call those slopers. So like there are two general types of hole, which are like jugs. Jugs are like the yellow ones, I think. So like they have a very nice very nice depth inside where you can just place your hand. And these are called slopers, which are literally like just slopes. So it's just really the friction of your palm.
It's really just like that only. Jugs is really just a very nice grip.
So slopers are the easiest way to lose skin on your hands. So always make sure you chalk up so you
see my left hand, right? This is where my hand had to match. So even matching my hands, right, it took a lot of strength already. And then afterwards I had to go up, my left hand had to go up and try to reach. And the hold wasn't nice, okay? And then this one, the right hand, I remember that I was always stuck at this part. Then this is where I had to really inch my right fingers. Like I really just needed that few extra cm to go all the way in and just pull myself. But even after I pulled myself, right, I was damn shagged already. I think a huge thing about bouldering is also your arm strength and your forearm strength. Because like the first few weeks when I first started, right, I was really just limited by the lack of strength in my fingers and my forearms. And now it's slightly better. And you know how you kind of tell is when you can hold on to a boulder that you didn't think you could. So I think for me, I've seen quite a bit of improvement in that.
It's very tangible progress, actually.
Look at that smooth slide.
If you're new to bouldering, the fastest way to improve is really just to keep climbing. So I guess as a beginner, it'll definitely hurt for the first few sessions, like when you wash your hands the next day, or even just using your computer at night, you'll feel like the sweat on your mouse. But after a few rounds, I think you kind of get used to it and you get stronger as well. Yeah.
And I think the next day, like after you boulder, right, my upper back always hurts. And yeah, it's just very, very shag.
Yeah. But you have seen improvement in your pull-ups as well.
Yeah, so maybe I'll make a video about that. Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, this is damn shag. And then, okay, you see my right foot, right? This is where I had to match, right?
I think so.
I had to
Match and go
match.
to the right.
Left hand.
Yeah, I had to. You see? Okay. Oh my god. And the matching, I freaking hate matching. Matching is so hard.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, this was purple. No, I wasn't stepping on the black. I should have stepped on
The lower one.
the lower one. Yeah. So I think one thing that bouldering has helped me a lot, right, other than spending time with Dan, is also
Focus.
like just seeing tangible improvements. Like some things I never thought I could do, then I can now do, and I think it makes me feel better also lah. Like, you know, I can do whatever I set my mind to if I just keep trying. Yeah. Okay, now we see whether we get this one now, okay? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't look very strong here.
All the way in, dig it in. Nice.
Maybe it's the power of the windbreaker.
Nice. Come
Every
on.
time I wear a windbreaker, then I can send it. But then I should step on the one.
Nice.
No, you didn't.
Go for the lower one.
Yeah.
Step lower.
Nice.
Nice. I think okay. I think there's a cheat here. It's because like I'm taller than
Nice.
girls. I think. So for me, a lot of it is
Kick off.
I can reach lah
Yeah.
to the last one. So I feel like it's an advantage for me.
Nice one.
So yay, we got our first 7.
Yeah.
Okay, wait
And today you cleared your second 7.
No, this is my third 7.
Oh, this is a third. Oh yeah, yeah.
Second was an orange 7, but I don't think it was really like a very tough one. So yeah, so this one was quite tough. I tried. This is my second week, so I only got it on the second week. But also, like, you know, one thing about being taller, right, is sometimes it's harder to compress yourself because your limbs are like longer.
There are some climbs where being taller is definitely an advantage, and there are some climbs where being smaller is actually an advantage. Like in climbing they call it a box, so it's like a bounding box between all your limbs, and typically if you are a shorter person, your box is smaller lah. So climbs which compress you a lot, shorter people tend to find it easier to do. Whereas usually taller people have to look for a different method up, other than the intended way. Yeah.
Well, you know, actually after here, right, my left hand damn tired already. Really, I couldn't. You see. Then I tried to step on my right leg. Honestly, at this point, I'm surprised if my right hand can even make it up already.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, okay, didn't go up. Yeah. So this one was actually quite tiring. Like, it was more tiring than I thought it would be. Yeah. Like the holes, they weren't exceptionally nice also. It's just like a nice enough to just hold on my leg. You couldn't even really like...
At a very specific angle, you
Yeah.
got it, yeah.
Ayu.
Oof. Don't be afraid to fall though.
Yeah, okay, speaking of falling, right? When I first started, I was very scared to fall. I really was very scared. Like, I take like 100 years to get up and another 200 years to get down. Really. And then they had to keep telling like just fall. And then when I saw the video, right, it looks very funny because I look like a giant, right, just dangling there with like a few feet off the ground. And I'm like, help. It's quite funny.
Nice. Hold.
Yeah, but I think it's very important to learn how to fall correctly because I know I've seen a lot of horror stories on how people were just falling and breaking their like ACL, MCL, and like, I don't know, their arms and all that whatnot lah. So I think that's one thing to really have to warm up also. Yeah.
Do you get it? Do you get it?
Your leg.
No, I shake head then I cannot already. Okay. What's this? Oh, okay. Yeah. Look at my calves. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Like, I feel like in bouldering, every small movement actually matters. Like, you see how my knee turned in to out, right? I think even a small movement like that really makes a difference. Because imagine if my knee was turning to the left, right? There was no way I could have pulled myself up, lor. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, so I think this is also where my height kind of came to advantage for me. I'm just holding on for my dear life here now. But yeah, I cleared another 7 today. Yay! Okay. Yeah. And I think that kind of sums it up for our bouldering adventures thus far. We've actually taken a lot more other videos, but yeah, we're just not sure like whether you guys want to see, and we're not really experts, right? So we don't know much to like what else to really talk about, and yeah, but we just want to share our experience. Yeah, anything you want to add?
No?
And
Stay
yeah.
tuned for the next bouldering video.
Thanks Dan for joining us today, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Remember to subscribe! Faster ask them to subscribe.
Subscribe.
More
Subscribe.
Okay, bye guys!